football in the past 12 months. Well, Armagh have played a lot of football in this year's championship alone. This today was their 5th outing in Ulster this summer. Remember those draws and replays against Fermanagh and Tyrone. Would they have a 6th outing though? The commentator for today's game was Marty Morrissey.
With 4 key players absent, the depth of talent the All-Ireland Champions panel is tested to the full for this Breffni Park semi-final. Now comes the news that John Cunningham, jeopardising at centre-half back for Martin Gavigan, pulled a hamstring on Friday evening, so Paul Carr gets a late call-up to the centre-back spot. Noel Hegarty is given the opportunity today to partner Brian Murray, while Mark McShane gets his championship opportunity at right-half forward. It's a strong Donegal team, with Tommy Ryan continuing at full forward in the absence of Tony Boyle, and with captain Martin McHugh back to top form. The Armagh team find themselves playing their 5th championship match today and still only in an Ulster semi-final. Their manager, Jim McCorry, makes 3 alterations to the side that beat Tyrone last Sunday. Dominic Clark is back in the full-back position after a 1-month suspension. Martin McQuillan reverts back to the left-half back position for the injured John Rafferty, while Jarlath Burns returns after injury to midfield for his first match since the drawn game against Fermanagh. Referee Michael Cranny starts this Ulster semi-final, a repeat of the Ulster final of 1990, on a day when Armagh lost by 1 point. And amazingly, before this game even started, Armagh were making alterations to their side, because playing centre-half back is Kieran McGeaney instead of John Grimley, who's playing up front. This is big Brian Murray. Donegal man down injured is Mark Shovlin. Every single seat available in Breffni Park has been taken, as McHugh drops it in, but drops it wide. So far, 3 wides after 4 minutes of play in the first half. Goes down for Noel Hegarty, being challenged by Martin McQuillan. John Grimley, who's now, remember, playing centre-half forward. An amazing switch by Armagh before this game started. Dropping ball, comes down to Ger Holohan, going for a goal and saved by Gary Walsh. Out to Paul Carr, to Donald Reid. Centre-half forward, Martin McHugh. And with Martin being tackled, and referee waves play on, allows the advantage. Ball back towards Matt Gallagher, playing in his 100th championship match, league match for Donegal. But can he be on a winning side? Picked up nicely by Mark McShane, pulled on by Mark McNeil. A rather stupid thing to do by Mark McNeil, because McShane had already overrun the ball. Dropping it straight over the bar. It took 5.5 minutes of play, but Declan Bonner hasn't lost his shooting boots over the winter and spring months. He hit that one nicely, an easy one for him. A good start for the All-Ireland champions. But here come the challengers. John Toner sending it in towards Ger Holohan, knocked away by Gallagher. Down towards Donald Reid. Martin Shovlin making himself available, but Reid tried a little bit too much of it. Gets it in past the corner forward, Des Mackin. A little bit of panic, but there's John Joe Doherty that comes away with it. Noel Hegarty, back to Donald Reid. Donegal playing their familiar style of football, trying to find Tommy Ryan, and he gets inside his marker, Dominic Clark. Grannis Boyle is to his right, Declan Bonner is to his left, but the referee has blown the whistle and given a free. Now, this should be a relatively easy one for Declan Bonner. Hooks it straight over the bar. Donegal, 3 points. Declan Bonner, 3 points. Armagh have now moved their fullback Dominic Clark to right cornerback. Colm Hanratty is now playing on Tommy Ryan. Centre-half forward Kieran McGurk is possessed by Martin McHugh. Eventually comes to Brian Murray, to Donald Reid. The All-Ireland champions know that they have a challenge in their hands, and they're playing like champions at the moment, as Donald Reid is fouled. And if Armagh continue to do this sort of fouling within their half of the field, they're going to pay dearly for it. A nice record to have for Declan Bonner. And another point from play. And it looks like it's going to be 3 from 3. Declan Bonner, 4 points to his credit, and Armagh have yet to register a score. Charlotte Burns. Sending one up towards Ger Houlihan. He scored 3 goals and 7 points so far in the championship. Giving it inside to Diarmaid Marsden. Oh, dithering and gathering. The referee has awarded a penalty. Referee Michael Cranny had no doubt whatsoever that a foul had been committed. And Donegal walked away from it, which suggests that they possibly had agreed with the referee. Holding by the full-back. There was the foul, says the referee. Kieran McGurk, former replacement All-Star. Hitting it low and hitting it into the corner of the net. And the people of Armagh are overcome with joy. 12 minutes of play before Armagh got their first score, and Gary Walsh hardly saw it. From any angle, it was well hit. McGurk aimed for the bottom right-hand corner and found it. Oh, wonderful fielding by Neil Smith. He was the Ulster Championship player 1990, and it's only now he's beginning to regain that sort of form. Mark Crossan giving it to Matt Gallagher. Nobody there for Donegal. Mark McNeil giving it to Neil Smith from Mullabone. Down towards full forward Ger Houlihan. And this fella is playing exceptionally well in the Ulster Championship. Still Houlihan going for the point. Yes! This guy has it. He's got that extra little bit of class. 3 goals and 7 points so far. Make it 3 goals and 8 in the Ulster Championship for Armagh's Jared Houlihan. Here comes Donegal. Donald Reid trying to play it quickly towards Tommy Ryan. A nice little shoulder at precisely the right time. And it's Tommy Ryan that's going through. Down goes an Armagh man. Goal on here, back to Declan Bonner. Oh, brilliant save by Brendan Tierney and Dominic Clark, but eventually goes over the bar thanks to Manus Boyle. Wonderful football by Donegal. Great defending by Armagh, and a wonderful run by Tommy Ryan. He looked for the support. Declan Bonner was available. The Armagh man lost his footing. Here was Bonner. Brave goalkeeping by Brendan Tierney and Dominic Clark. Knocked outside to Manus Boyle. A lovely little piece of skill and a pick-up and straight over. Look at this. Nice little chip and over. Good score. Runs all the way to Martin Shovlin. Back to Martin McHugh. Just an amount of work from centre-half forward. Still McHugh. He needs a little bit of help. Noel Hegarty giving it across to Donald Reid. Superb ball. And he puts it over the bar. Donald Reid puts Donegal 2 points in front. But to be honest and fair, just look at this for great vision. And Reid had only Brendan Tierney to beat. He decided to go for a point. And he almost sent it to the wrong side and wide. But it went over. 2 Donegal players getting each other's way. This is Charlotte Burns, bursting his way forward. Still Charlotte Burns has a shot. Oh, wonderful point from Silverbridge, the man who came back after injury. Charlotte Burns once again puts Armagh people waving the flags, and rightly so. This is a brilliant point. He survived the challenge, and incredibly, Armagh have yet to register a wide in this first half. Armagh have gotten 3 chances in this first half, and all of them have been on target. Declan Bonner to Noel Hegarty, having a shot from way out. Oh, lovely play by Noel Hegarty. Glenn Columkill will be proud of Noel Hegarty for that point. Declan Bonner did the hard work. He made the space. But look at this for a point. No messing around. He lofted it high. And the people up on the billboards had a perfect view of it as it sailed over. Again, the fisted down. Martin McQuillan blocked down by Martin McHugh. Neil Smith fouling the Donegal man. Donald Reid. Comes to Tommy Ryan eventually. And back to Mark McShane. Has a lash. And a very successful one at that. The 23-year-old from Kilcar gets his first point in the championship for his county. This will certainly do his confidence the world of good. Straight and true. Damien Horace giving it back outside to Kieran McGeaney. Sending it in to Damien Marsden. It's Paul Carr. Giving it back to Mark Crossan, who's available. It's under Doherty, who gave it to him a moment ago. That's good play by Donegal. Brian Murray to shield himself from a challenge from Charlotte Burns. Donald Reid's shoulder has taken another knock as Armagh go into the attack. Big John Grimley from Armagh Hearts looking for a little bit of support. Jared Houlihan is that support. Giving it outside to Mark McQuillan, the left half back. Great play by Armagh, and they put it over the bar. Martin McQuillan from Cullyhanna brings Armagh 2 points closer to Donegal. This was good work by Armagh. They didn't panic. They created a space and finally took the chance. So who's going to play Derry in the Ulster final of 1993? Is it Donegal or Armagh? Interesting to see what happens over the next 35 minutes. It's a good ball. Straight down to Jared Houlihan. On the left leg. Oh, that's a beauty! A real beauty by Jared Houlihan. From the Pearsall Club in Armagh. 1 point between the sides. This is a marvellous ball. Great vision by the centre half forward Kieran McGurk, giving it to Jared Houlihan, and on the outside of the left boot, hurls it beautifully over the bar. Here come Armagh now. And it's McGurk again that has it. Remember, he's the only one that has an Ulster Championship medal in this Armagh side. So he knows very much what it takes to win one. Teacher from Clog, just outside Duray. Neil Smith to take the free. Well won by Matt Gallagher. Got a fist to it. Back to Martin McQuillan. Now they're going for the equaliser. McQuillan sends a missile right on target. The sides are level, and it took all of 2 minutes of the second half. Wonderful play by Martin McQuillan. Watch this for a point. Martin McQuillan, the left half back, made space for himself. No messing around. Just launched a high dropping ball which dropped magnificently over the bar. It's a poor ball by Noel Hegarty. Easily picked up by Dominic Clark. Still Dominic Clark. It's a poor ball. Mind you, none of his forwards were showing for it. The ball breaks loose to Jared Houlihan. He's one man that's willing to take on all of Donegal. Gone inside. That's a great ball. Point. Yes. Good point by John Toner. The sides are level once more. Brian McAniff now showing signs of concern, as Matt Gallagher is. Telling his colleagues in the full back line to call when the high dropping ball is coming in. Martin McQuillan. Lovely play by the left half back. Dangerous ball. Comes down to Des Meccan, and Armagh are in front. The youngster from Cullyhanna, a minor last year, who will be playing in an Ulster senior final this year. An opportunist point. And Donegal under a high ball are in all sorts of bother, and Meccan gloriously sends it over. All around the ground, it's Armagh. Armagh that's being chanted. Can Donegal do what so many teams in the past have failed to do? And that is retain their Ulster title. Manus Boyle, brilliantly blocked down. Comes back outside to Noel Hegarty. Trying to get it across to Martin McHugh, but Hegarty is brought down, and it's a free for Donegal. Hegarty did well. Trying to get it across to a colleague, brought down, and that's a free. Manus Boyle scored 1 point, and he decided to put it in under the crossbar. He mishit it, obviously, but that is a terrible blow to Donegal. And the Armagh people in front of me in the commentary box are ecstatic. That could be a turning point. Matt Gallagher is the man back to save Donegal at the other end, giving it back to Gary Walsh. John Joe Doherty, and Donegal have to do it all over again. Martin Shovlin. To say the least, you'd want to be fit for this Ulster Championship. Picked up by Neil Smith. He's held and quickly taken across to Gerard Houlihan. This Armagh team have improved since the day I saw them play against Fermanagh in Irvinstown. Gerard Houlihan is fouled by Matt Gallagher. And it's another free for the challengers from the Orchard County. John Toner going for his 4th point of the afternoon. Hits it beautifully. Armagh are back in business, but this time they have a 3-point advantage. Uniquely, Donegal introduced 2 subs as we watch the replay. John Toner gliding it over the crossbar. Now Donegal feel the loss of Martin Gavigan, Anthony Malloy, James McHugh and Tony Boyle. The depth of talent is being tested. Declan Bonner. Bonner trying to work his way into a good position, giving it back to the 19-year-old John Duffy, and Duffy puts it over the bar. 2 points between the sides once more. Mark McNeil coming up to help up this attack. John Grimley and Matt Gallagher. And Grimley puts his fist into the air to salute the fans behind the goal. Can he make it? 1-12 to 12 points. Yes, is the answer. 1-12 to 12. And Toner is good on the freeze. Michael Gallagher. Mark McHugh getting a fist to it. Fouled. Declan Bonner with the free. Taps it straight over the bar. And it's 2 points once more between the sides. 4 minutes left. And Donegal have it. Paul Carr lashing one up towards Manus Boyle. Knocked away. Comes down to Mark McNeil. Bursting his way forward. And he's grown in stature as this game progressed at left cornerback. Paul Carr, a hefty challenge, but he survives it. Michael Gallagher giving it outside to John Joe Doherty. These Donegal players are fighting for their survival to retain their Ulster and All-Ireland titles. Martin Shovlin, well won by Big Charlotte Burns. And that's a fairly reckless challenge by Noel Hegarty. And Charlotte Burns went down. Michael Cranny is calling over Noel Hegarty. This is the incident again. Wonderful fielding by Charlotte Burns. Watch for the challenge. An elbow very, very high on Noel Hegarty. Michael Cranny is sending off Noel Hegarty. As if the scoreline wasn't bad enough, Donegal are down to 14 men. Surely now, Donegal's reign as All-Ireland and Ulster champions are coming to an end. And Charlotte Burns certainly felt it. I don't think anyone can argue that this was a high elbow. Bang. Mark McShane. Well, how many times have we seen 14 men doing better than with 15? Now it's the All-Ireland champions to try and make every use of every player. Back to Declan Bonner. Colin Hanratty staying, chasing, harassing, and it's Bonner doing well. Possibly pushed, yes, says the referee. And now, is there a possibility that Manus Boyle, on the 34th minute of the second half, can reduce it down to just 1 point? The Killybegs man will never take a more important free. He floats it over the bar. 1 point between the sides. And I cannot help but recall the free that Manus Boyle missed halfway through the second half when it went just under the crossbar. By my stopwatch, 35 minutes gone in the second half. We're into injury time. The All-Ireland champions must get possession, and they have it. And Michael Gallagher is fouled, a free for Donegal. Can they get the equaliser? John Duffy wins possession. The super sub sends it over the bar. I don't believe it. But Donegal with 14 men, with a man who's never played for Donegal before, has levelled the match. John Duffy is his name. He won possession ahead of Colin Hanratty, and from a typical angle, look at that, the sides are level in Breffni Park. The referee blows the final whistle. It's a draw in Cavan. Armagh cannot believe it. Donegal cannot believe it. But if you wanted a fairy tale, you have it written and finished here in Breffni Park. The full-time score, Armagh 1 goal and 12 points, Donegal 15 points.
We just couldn't hold on. When the man got sent off, I thought that was it. We needed one ball around the middle and we just didn't get it. And I think to Donegal's credit, it plugged away, and that's the reason they are champions.
It was really, I suppose, Marty, a game of two halves. We carried the game very much to Armagh in the first half, and all we had to show was a couple of points at half-time. In the second half, Armagh came at us, and to stretch out to, at one stage, 3 points. We were definitely in difficulty. We weren't winning the ball in the middle of the field, and whatever loose ball we were getting, we weren't getting them forward, and we seemed to be going up blind alleys. So the introduction, I think, of Michael Gallagher and young John Duffy gave us an extra dimension, and we could have finished, I suppose, a bit stronger.
We certainly have been tabbed as the team that of comebacks, you know, that we've come back from the dead in a number of games, and this time we had a team put away and let them come back. But certainly from our point of view, I don't mind being in a position where we're ahead right to the end. I certainly don't want to be in a position where a team sort of nips a draw or even a victory at the death. And certainly that's what happened today in terms of Donegal. I think Donegal will be more relieved to come away from this game with a draw than Armagh would be, because certainly we were very much in the driving seat in the second half and should have been coming away with a victory.
Coming in, nobody really knew how we'd match up to Donegal. And I think today we proved we're a better team than most people give us credit for. I think at the start of the championship, nobody gives us a pup's chance. So we just ready to slam those words down people's throats.
Well, a defiant Ger Houlihan there, but incredibly, Armagh involved in their third draw in the Ulster Championship this year. So it's everybody back to Breffni Park next Sunday for the replay. Well, here's the statistics from that game. Now, with things so tight all through that match, missed chances threatened to be fatal. And Donegal will look at the fact that they kicked twice as many wides as Armagh, misses that eventually put them into the difficulties they were in towards the end of that match. Armagh will surely need to clean up their act in terms of frees conceded for next Sunday. They committed 34 fouls compared to Donegal's 14. Well, our last venue tonight is Portlaoise, where Kildare and Offaly were chasing